But those resources are available to call in, though, because we have faced conditions before where that has not been the case.
Thank you for that follow-up. The national system is absolutely strained. So we have to work with what we have. And Oregon, even among all the challenges that the nation is facing, is certainly high up there relative to the priorities. And at this level of resource drawdown and fire risk across the West, from Northern Rockies, Washington down to California, there is absolutely strain in the system. It'll be slower than any one of us will like relative to bringing in resources because we are running out of crews, running out of all assets to put on across all these fires. So we'll have to be strategic about prioritizing where we put those limited resources. And that's why we tap into other access points like the National Guard. And then the military proper has been also deployed Northern Rockies and California, and that helps take pressure out of the system for resources.
Great, thank you, Ted. And the last question is Dick. Dick, are you there?
Yes, thank you very much. I drove very carefully up back road to around Lyons and Gates this morning, and just to survey the damage. And so my first question is, there was sort of a patchwork of losses. One house lost, but the house next to it seemingly fine. Is that, and that's pretty common, but is that what we're seeing, or are there whole communities and neighborhoods that are wiped out? And then my second question is, driving back to Salem on westbound Highway 22, which was open, I saw a lot of cars going around the roadblocks and traveling east on closed Highway 22. And I just wondered what enforcement, if any, was being done on actually dealing with folks who are traveling the closed highway. Thank you.
Dick, this is Governor Brown. I will just tell you that we know that there have been a number of communities substantially impacted by these fires. Blue River and Vida in the Lane County area. We know that Phoenix and Talent in Southern Oregon, there have been a number of small communities that have been severely devastated by these fires. But I also know, and I'll let the experts speak, I also know in touring the Mosier Creek fire this past year that happened, frankly, just a few weeks ago, that fire can be very fickle. And I saw a property where there were 4 generations of a family living there. The entire property was literally wiped through the fire, and then literally right over the fence, the neighbor's property was untouched. So Mariana, do you want to respond to that and provide more detail, please?
Yes, Governor. Those words are exactly right. In regards to the fire here in the canyon, fire moves in many different ways based on the type of fire we're seeing and the wind. So it's very often you'll run into a community where you're seeing patchwork of loss, and in some cases, complete loss. And I think you'll see that a patchwork of loss and non-loss on all of these fires. But to the governor's point, Oregonians are going to be experiencing significant loss, not only in life, but in property. And those are things that we're continuing to work through as we engage into those communities.
Mariana, can you speak to enforcement? We're obviously concerned about people driving up to look at fire sites.
Yes, good question. Sorry for the follow-up. Yeah, on these fires, we are working in coordination with not only law enforcement, but ODOT. In addition, looking to the National Guard for future requests to assist in those areas. On this fire specifically, the San Am fire, there are many individuals who have not only emergency vehicles, but other type of vehicles. So not knowing specifically, it could very well have been a responder or a team member. It is being coordinated through the Oregon Department or the Oregon Department of Transportation on this fire. And as the fire progresses or changes, we are putting those checkpoints in place.
Thank you. I think that concludes our conference today. Again, I want to say to our first responders, to our firefighters, to our National Guardsmen and women, to our emergency personnel, our law enforcement, and our Red Cross, thank you for your service. We are incredibly grateful for your dedication and determination to saving lives and saving property throughout Oregon. To the Oregonians that have been impacted by these devastating fires, my heart goes out to you. We will work with everything we have to make sure that you have the resources and tools that you need to recover. Please stay safe out there. Please be careful. And if you're in a community where an evacuation order is issued, please respond. You may not get a second chance.